Hey guys, how's it going? As you could tell, it's VW day. We're gonna go get some pans in this thing. Figure it's gonna take me roughly 2 or 3 days, but I was gonna get it started on it yesterday, but I had a friend come over with a plow that the frame ripped apart on, and ended up being a bunch of welding. And so today's the day. I started ripping the interior out of it, and figured maybe we should turn the camera on first. Actually, before going further, this is what was in that that snowblower, that antique snowblower for a motor. It's a Briggs. Don't know how to ID the tags, if anybody knows what they are. That's looks like 143302 is I don't know if that's the model or what. Type 502816 and a serial number of 214694. And I would say it's probably 5 or 6 horsepower. I don't know if that 5 denotes 5 horsepower or how it works. But it's an old school motor. It's got a little downdraft, updraft actually. The old embossed insignia on it. Got a glass bowl on the bottom of the carb, which is full of water. But should make a neat project for something old, you know. Beast of a pulley on it. It's got a 1-inch shaft on it. 7/8. And I grabbed some of the tins that were on it too. Thick as hell metal, boy. That's got to be 14 gauge, 12 gauge. So I grabbed that chain guard, and it's got like a cap that goes on this end of it that kind of covers the other side. So that's probably what that'll get used for again. And this was the hood part that was on top. It had some cool lines on it, so I figured I'd grab that and put it in the hoard. And then this was the belt cover that was on it. Too bad it was rotted out, but the machine's just not worth fixing. You went through the whole thing. It'd be a $200 machine if you're lucky. If somebody wanted to buy it just for nostalgia. But that's why I took the pieces off of it. But it did look cool. It was built like a tank. Holy crap. Fortunately, a lot of the sprockets were welded on, so I wasn't able to use much of the sprockets over again. A couple of the pulleys I grabbed, though. So that's that guy. Let's see what's inside the bug. So that's our problem right there, is that floor is just toast. And it became a Flintstone mobile. I think he said he had put floors in it once before, too. He's owned this, the Bug's a 74. He's owned it since 76. So, you know, again, it's a nostalgic piece for him, and he wants to keep it going. Must have had a broken window or something at some point. And this is all the horsehair from underneath the seat. So at this point, I'm ready to go take the shop vac and turn that on and go vacuum everything out of it. And on this side, of course, what Volkswagen would not be complete without a big old rat's nest or mouse nest or squirrel's nest or whatever inside that. So I'm going to grab some gloves and we'll get rid of that too. And I'm just going to go and get whatever carpet I can out of it. There's already some out of it, but take that guard off the other side, the kick rail, take that one off, and then the one in the center, I'm probably just going to roll up in a ball, put a clamp on it, get up out of her way. And the clutch cable's already pretty much shot in it. It's ready to snap. That pedal cluster has to come out of there. And so you already had a new cable to put in that. But the other thing that's probably going to fail is going to be that brake line. We'll see how it pulls away, but I have a feeling as soon as I go to touch that, you look at it right under there. You know, that thing's real close to getting gone, you know. It's usually where they fail too. So you may have to order a brake line and go put one of those in there. But I'm putting this pans in with the body on. Generally you would take it off, and then this portion right here would also get replaced. But we're not. We're going to split it right here. They're actually 2 pieces anyway, but we're going to disconnect it right there. You got to cut it back and kind of roll them back a little bit, and then the same on the front. You don't go quite under. Normally it would go right under the front there. Then the body would sit down on top of that. we have to slice that piece in too. If you look at the actual pan, this is where the brake pedals sit right here, and that is where the stop is. And just from looks like old, getting bounced around, it's already starting to get rolled back. But you got to notch off about that much of the pan, and you got to slice back about probably about 1/4 inch of this right here, and then you got to roll this back some so you can get it under. And it gets spot welded all the way around the edges, and I got to drill those out on the old pan, and then it gets bolted by the heater channels, and that's where the bolt holes are on that. And then there's a gasket that fits in between there. That's the other part of it. So, and this is the piece that you saw that was on the car that I said is going to get disconnected. This piece and this piece are two separate anyways, so I'm going to have to drill out the spot welds out of this guy, and let this fall away and do plugs where I drill those holes out. So, but right now I'm just worried about getting the old one out. We're gonna do the driver's side first, because first of all, it's the worst and it's the hardest to do, and I like to get the hard stuff done first. Let's go pop a light on you, kind of see what I'm dealing with. And there's punkiness here and there. You see some of the heater channels kicking out there, but I'm not getting into doing a restoration on this. It's a driver, and we're just going to get it so that it's got good pins in it and he's able to use it again. Again, it's just like with the bus, you can end up keep going and going and going on something. Where do you stop? So on this one, we made the agreement that we're just going to do the pins, and you know, whatever incidentals get taken out along the way. Like we know we need the clutch cable, that's got to come out. The clutch has got to come out anyway, and I have a feeling we're going to need a brake line and possibly a couple of other things when we take it apart. But we'll get there. Hopefully in the next couple of days it'll be done. There's a better look at that nest. Here's a good size one, huh? What there is, there's a kick panel between. So you can put your feet against it, and then the carpet goes over that. Well, that's what was in between it. All down in there. So, get some gloves on, I'll scoop that out of there and get out of here. It doesn't smell at all, so it's not, I don't think it was mice. It's probably squirrels or chipmunks or something that created that one. So, usually when it's mice, you know it, they just stink to high heaven. So, alright guys, I'm going to stop talking and gabbing and get back to work and see if we get this thing knocked out. And again, thanks for watching, comment, subscribing. Take care. Bye.